Welcome back to the Plays with Cars YouTube channel and another episode of Miniatures Monday. Finally got done setting my display cases up here. You guys have, of course, seen the miscellaneous model case before and the model cars before. Not much has changed there. Besides getting a couple of new Scale X-Trix cars to go slot car racing up in Tacoma. But anyways, diecast wise, I've been working on these two cases that I got a couple of months ago for a while, kind of deciding what cars I wanted to display, how I wanted to display them. And I think I'm finally done. So I wanted to show you guys before I locked them all up so you could see what we got going on. So up here is a Auto World Legends of the Quarter Mile Superstock AMX in the very special edition Mark Donahue green light Javelin. Those I didn't want to take out of the package because the packaging was so cool. Everything else pretty much is out of the box. So this is actually a row of cars that I actually have owned. There's a Mustang back there, gray Fox body. There's a RX-7 first gen like mine, Miata like mine, although I need to paint that one white. Three different versions of Javelin that all match mine. This is what mine actually was, the 73 Trans Am Victory Edition. But the color of mine was closer to in between that red and that orange. It was like a tomato orangey color. That right there is the only Cobra Mustang casting that I know of. Unfortunately, it is some sort of band sync, I think. So yeah, obviously I got to repaint that one gray. And then my grandmother had a 68 Charger new, and my grandfather had a 70 Challenger new, and these actually match their paint schemes perfectly. I painted the vinyl top on the Challenger to match. So this is just kind of like my cars and family cars. And we get into the AMC stuff. Red, White, and Blue Hornet, a really funky Mad Max MFB, but it's an AMX, two Matchbox Superfast. The difference is this one has yellow plastic, this one has orange plastic. You see that? Both super mint with the boxes, and then obviously different wheels too. A couple of the new Matchbox Grand Wagoneers, and the Redline Greaser Gremlin. And then down here we've got a 69 Mod C Javelin in Big Bad Orange, the 71 Javelin SST, 71 AMX. I really love that green light. They use the same basic casting for all of their cars, but they actually can modify the casting. So like this is a 71 tail light. You can see it's got it's like full width, then the reverse light's in the center. Okay, and then that's a base Javelin grill, and then the flat base Javelin hood, and obviously no spoiler and things like that. And then when they do the AMX, like they put the rear spoiler on, and then it has the cowl hood. See how it kind of bumps up in the back more? And it's not even with everything else. And then the AMX grill, it's different. And that's just the 71s. They also do the differences for the 73s. So I don't think... So this is a 72. It's got that same kind of full width taillight, but it has a crosshatch pattern on it. So they changed it for the 72. And then... Hold on, I do have a 73. Aha. There's a 73, 74, like mine. And see, you got the four big oval taillights. And again, it's just super cool that they actually change the casting. In fact, here's the 73 Javelin. You can see there's no spoiler, just like mine. And then it's got that egg crate 73 grill. So yeah, super into green lights. I really like what they're doing. I got them all so far that I know of, besides like the chase cars, and I definitely want to keep collecting those. Anyways, we've got a couple of Superstock AMXs here, and some racing AMC Scrambler and Machine, which actually match up with this. This is like my favorite series ever. They took the model car boxes and released the cars to go with them in the same package. I kind of moved them around a little bit here. And they did all the Johan, the Machine, the Scrambler, the AMX. I have these in the package too, and I have it in the package Javelin Pro Stock. I don't have a spare Javelin Pro Stock to open. I really need to pick one of those up. Anyways, Scramblers, A Scheme and B Scheme. I think the B Scheme is different. A couple more of the green light Javelins, and then regular machines that don't have the red, white, and blue. See the red, white, and blue scheme. You got the blue on the bottom and on the hood, and the red, white, and blue stripe. and then they'd actually have red, white, and blue in the grille too. And then the regular is production AMC colors with a blacked out hood center section. So yeah, those are Johnny Lightnings. Those are really cool. Anyways, then we get down into my Trans Am collection. I have opened more of my Trans Ams. I opened up the Greenlight Shelby. Got the 16 to go with the 15 on the 68 Camaros. I got that really awesome 69 Mustang with transporter set. Again from Greenlight, totally awesome. My favorite transport truck of all the different transport trucks I've gotten, and you guys have seen a bunch on the channel. Another 69 Boss 302. Got a 70 Camaro there in the back now to match with the 70 Firebird. Of course, the 16 and the 15. 70 Bus Mustangs, and then all the same 71 Javelins and stuff you guys have seen before. But then I added the under 2 liter. Got the Brie Datsun. Yeah, I know that thing goes for stupid money. I sold my one that was in the box and kept my open one. And then a couple of Alphas. I'd like to expand more of these. I hope they make more under 2 liter cars. Anyway, moving over here. This is actually a Hot Wheels that I took out and modified and put back in the package. It's super hard to tell on screen, but it's got, the factory one is just glossy, and there's a real Mercedes paint color that's flat with metal flake in it. So I took this thing out of the package, masked off all the windows and tires and stuff, and then I painted it with metal flake, and then I pearl, and then I painted it with flat clear. And again, it's super hard to tell on video, but in person you can totally tell that it's different than a factory. There we go, got the flake going a little bit. But yeah, you can't see the flat because I put it back in the package, but when you put it next to the real one, you can totally see the difference. But anyways, this is one of the ones I kind of glued back together just for fun. We may end up taking that one back out. And then we've got a couple of Cobra Mustang castings. These are 143rd, I believe. Again, that match the real Cobra. They got the Cobra on the back. They got the right front bumper. They got the right hood. There's 2 of them that I picked up. I think I paid like $1 a piece for them at the swap meet last year at PIR. So I'm going to strip one of them down and paint it how the car is now, and then maybe paint the other one how I'd actually like to paint the car. We'll see. Anyways, this shelf is just kind of like favorites. There's the Rally Audi from last week's. This is a Rumbler that I actually put a model car decal on a bazillion years ago as a kid to make like my own custom. Turned out pretty cool. The new Audi wagon. I got a thing for wagons. Some Tamika. That's my first Johnny Lightning, the 71 Hemi Cuda from when Muscle Cars USA first came out. It's my actual one. It's like 30 years old now. One of my actual toy cars from a kid. Even longer ago, Matchbox. But then, yes, the 4 Redlines that we need to restore for the channel yet still. So that's just kind of like miscellaneous. And then we get into the JDM stuff again. And again, you guys have seen this. The Bosa Zoku car and the Dekotoru truck. And then there's the Gretty Hot Wheels, their new series. And then this is the M2 Yokohama with Hakosuka. And then we get into new stuff. We've got Porsches now because we race a Porsche. So I did a Porsche shelf. Got a red, white, and a blue 911 Turbo. I think that's the 997.2. The 2 different versions of the 99... No, this one's the 996. That one's the 997 GT3 RS with the different stripes. The blue one's actually a Matchbox. There's is our Rally Safari 911 from last week. And... Boxster Spider, because it's the only Boxster that I've seen them make so far in Hot Wheels size, the 918, and I'm going to turn this into an RWB, even though it's really a 934, just because I think that's what they're going for. But anyways, moving on to the LeMans stuff, got an Alpha Chaparral, added another Shelby Cobra Daytona Coupe in there, added a 914 to kind of flesh out the early LeMans. This is where I need the most help, is like 70s LeMans and like prototype racing. Like I've got the new long-tail Hot Wheels Porsche, and I've got, RX-3, the 935-78, got a Corvette in there. Got a couple of the 3.0 CSLs, like what we saw, the real ones, up at the America's Car Museum on the last field trip video. You could see the real ones of those. And then a couple of RX-7s, but I don't really have much of anything else in here. I've been looking. They don't really make a whole lot, so I definitely want to try and fill out more prototype racing, or who knows, end up moving the 80s up there too, and filling in 80s and 90s on here, because we got a couple of 962s, the Momo truck, the 787B, of course, from our very first video. This whole YouTube channel actually launched. You can go all the way back. I think it's called like Tech Tip Episode 0 or Miniatures Monday Episode 0, and I show you how to straighten out the wing on this, because it comes out of the package with it bent. I'll put the link in the description below, but that was actually our very first video, what launched the whole Plays with Cars channel, and that's the car. It's there in the case. Then I got some McLaren F1s, a couple of the new, the old new Ford GT and the new Ford GT. But yeah, that's so that is our 1/64th scale diecast collection actually displayed, and you can see there's room for more cars to fill in, if some more stuff comes out, and obviously I'm willing to shuffle around in and out. The one thing I have noticed is that the cases, because of the way they are, you can't really see the cars in the back. So you can see I've been trying to elevate some of them, or like have the trucks in the back. So just kind of considerations for your own display, that you can't just shove them full of cars, because you really can't see them when you do that. Like the AMC row here, you can't see the AMXs in back because the ones in the front block it. So maybe I want to get some risers or something like I've got in this case to get them up higher. But yeah, that is the collection. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of the display and maybe got some ideas for your own. I certainly enjoy looking at my cars a lot more like this and out of the package than in all the packages, or like shoved in the attic or the garage, which is where they have been living pretty much their whole existence. So yeah, until next time.